and welcome to Mystic Star Magic. I am so happy you are here. So today we are doing a reading about why people love you. So this is part of our 14 Days of Love series, which will go throughout February, I think. I was going to try to make it before Valentine's Day, but it wasn't working. I got lots of stuff happened. So it's just going to be those random things. So it's exciting. So thank you so much for being here. If you are new, if you're some of my older friends, thank you for coming back. This is going to be pile 1. This is going to be pile 2. I'm sorry, pile 2. This is going to be pile 3. So it's very exciting. Basically, it's sort of like I want you to just feel how awesome and amazing you are. And so that's why I'm doing this reading. So you can come back to it whenever you're feeling like a little blah or something. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. Close your eyes, clear your mind, ignore my little buddies in the background, and as you exhale, open your eyes. Choose whichever pile draws you to it. All right, let's do this. Hello, my friends from Group 1. So thank you so much for being here as we are going to find out why people love you. And so just by looking at this, are you do you just attract animals and you just have this kind heart? Very nurturing is what I'm seeing. You're just naturally nurturing. People are drawn to you. They come to you for comfort, and you're just a lot of fun to be around. So this is exciting. Let's deep dive in here. Hopefully we can actually get everything. So let's look at the tarot first. Maybe I have to raise you up a little bit. Let me just raise you up just a wee bit. All right, and put you over here. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at all that space we got. Sorry. All right, so yeah. Interesting. Oh, look at that. Do I want to put these guys first? I'll do that one a little bit later. Okay. So what I am seeing here is, you know how to collaborate with others. I think people just want to collaborate with you. I do feel like, since this is why people love you, I think you, and I love how this works. Look, they feel like when they go through this thing of the Five of Wands, they have this Five of Wands energy, right? So there's a lot of, let's say, drama and a lot of competition, and wherever you go there, wherever there's drama, competition, there's all these things, you kind of organize it. So there's a sense of collaboration. You bring people together, which is amazing. I almost feel like this is what I sorry, I kind of see this like this, and I also see there's the Five of Cups, and then feeling okay. So that I'm these are your kind of I'm sure there's more reasons to love you, but these are kind of how I'm seeing. So from competition, from conflict, you kind of bring people together to do collaborations or to work together rather. So you kind of get them all organized, and yeah, I feel from chaos, you also bring a little bit of order here. I also like this one too, because I think some people might actually come to you and have that Five of Cup energy, even being stuck in the past. People might be feeling stuck in the past with this Eight of Swords, or maybe not even sure what to do because they're being stuck in this energy of a little bit of spilled milk, woe is me, and you come and you just kind of clear that up for them. I feel like you sometimes people might not even love the way, maybe the way you say it might not kind of resonate with them at the moment, right? It may just, you might tell them a few truths that they may not want to hear right away. But as your message of love, which is, this is coming not from like your ego, but rather from love, and trying to help them clear of this, what's bonding them possibly to the past or to a certain situation. Once that message of love permeates their whatever, like, their, I want to say like emotions, or like maybe they're not wanting to see something, right? Ignoring something. Once it permeates, they understand, they see the truth in what you're saying. And I feel like you actually you help them break free of this woe is me. I really think for me, it's sort of like you empower them with maybe not necessarily, I think you try to say it kindly, but if they keep coming back to you with the same problem over and over, I think that's when you get a little more forceful with your words, or a little more cutting, if you will, with your words. But like I said, it always comes from a place of love. And so I think they, even like if you do that, they are always attracted to you. They come back. So I don't know. I think you're very much very, you change the world for the better, I think, in all the things that you do here. And we also have here where I think people come from, I guess, again, like a place of scarcity, where they feel like there's not enough. And so here is where I might think that you might be somebody who's like a life coach or something, or even if you're just like, not just a reader, even if you're a reader, or if you, well, even if you, just being a friend, somehow you get from people from when they're feeling scarcity of whatever it is, whether it's love scarcity, whether it's financial scarcity, you kind of like, I feel like you cheerlead them into moving, like you prompt them somehow into movement and then into getting what they want. So for me, it's like life coach, but it could be that you're life coaching even just as a friend, or just people just come to you like, and they're like, oh, I don't have enough, and you help them, like maybe also a social worker, something where you help them achieve their goals, achieve what they want, I think, and they know to come for you for help. And that's pretty amazing. I think like there's so many beautiful things about you. The funny thing is that I also think that being with this like Queen of Swords also here is sort of like people are drawn to you, but you're more of a like independent spirit. And so I feel like that's why you can help others and not let the ego get in the way, because I feel like you are more of like, you're just helping them, right? It doesn't if they praise you or they don't praise you, it's okay. Even when you're telling them that and they're like, oh, I don't think you know what you're talking about, you don't take it personally. You just go like, okay, I tried my best. And then, but I do think that your words and your intention gets through to them and helps them achieve, again, this is what you help them achieve. Oof, beautiful. I really love this. All right, let's see what other things are coming through for you. Like, why do people love you? Collective of group one. Let's see, we have quiet. Stable. Okay, well, I'm going to just put them all there so that we can kind of see what we have. And these are, this is by Beloved Tarot. This is the eye candy. And I paired it with the Blissfully Sweet Oracle, as you can see. I'm just like kind of, I'm going to put you back up there. And then you have the energy, nurture. Yeah, look at that. Timing. I guess, well, I'll leave this one for, well, I already started to put it, so I'll put this one here. And, okay. So I do think that you have, like I said, I feel like you are very independent, quiet. So maybe, yes, you're not like trying to get people's attention. You just naturally do. I mean, there's people who want to be the center of attention. That's not you. But you still are the center of attention, right? There's a sense of stability here. I think you have a strong balance. Sometimes maybe not for yourself. Sometimes it's easier for you to see like how to help others balance themselves. And you think you're working on the stability within yourself too. Um, let's see what else we have. Rewards. Yeah. So I do. So this one could be two things with the Nine of Cups over here. The rewards, like people you who listen to you, get rewards. But I also feel like you get rewards from helping others, right? I feel like, and if you haven't, it's it's like you need to be a little bit more opening to the karmic rewards that you're getting, right? Because I really do feel like there's a natural sense of you that just wants to help, even in a quiet way. And again, it's sort of like I feel like maybe I'm seeing that you need to be able to receive those rewards from helping, because there's always, you just put out and then things come right back in. So I feel like that's something, you're very easy to help but not really easy to receive. So that's something maybe to work on, rewards, because I feel like and I feel like people feel rewarded just by being your present, especially when you're like, yeah, when you give them that cheerleading, like, okay, you can do this, let's, like that Eight of Wands that you give them, you help them move along. There is a sense of freedom, and even with the Ace of Cups here as well. But the freedom for me, again, is sort of like you're very independent. A bit of a loner, but not a loner because people are attracted to you. So, but you're okay with that. And so this independence actually does bring you a lot of happiness and joy. I really do think that, because you're not doing it through the ego, or like you don't want to just be just to get to please people. It's more of like you're doing it because you actually want to help them, not for the recognition of it. I feel like that's what comes in here. Again, look at this. Yeah, you see, you have a lot of Ace of Cups. There's a positive energy to you. I think you have a natural giving and nurturing energy as well. This timing for me is all about well, I do think that you take your time with others. I think you don't really have like the superficial kind of connections. You seem like you take care and you actually want to learn about the other person. We do have to include the one, yeah, you, again, this is like the Three of Pentacles, from where there is like a lot of this harmony. You kind of bring it all together, and you bring this harmony, you bring this collaboration, so you bring people together. Beautiful. Embrace the one you like. Yeah, again, bringing people together. You might even be a good matchmaker here as well, so that might be something. And the clean, I feel like the cleaning aspect here for me is actually how you like you help them release all these, I would say, self-limiting beliefs. And this woe is me energy too, you help others release that energy. You kind of clear them to see the real picture in front of them, and how powerful and they can be if they're not living in this woe is me energy. Let's see what other things we have. So yeah, from oppression comes power, and that's what you're doing. You give them that power. You help those. The destination is the amazing journey. So yeah, and that's actually something which is interesting to me, because I feel like you're always moving too. So you meet new people, and you are with new people all the time. So some goodbyes lead to happy hellos, right? And so you don't really stick around too much with everybody. There's a few ones that actually like stay with you, but you actually change people's lives as you go along, which is, I think, amazing. All right, let's see one more thing. Like what other why do people love the collective group one? Okay, so what's meant to be will be. So there's a sense of, I think you trust in the universe, and you actually get others to trust in that. I don't take constructive criticism personally. I allow it to inspire me to use my highest level and potential. Yes, you don't really take criticism, but you do give constructive criticism, and people might be a little, put off by that at first, but again, permeates good, kind. Not kind, but it's like it comes from a place from love, and you are a little tougher. You understand that, okay? And then look at this. I realized that everything happens for a reason. And this is the I Love You Affirmations by Gifted Soul 777. Now, this one is Hot Fudge Oracle and the Teddy Bear Oracle by V Love and Tarot. You can find those in Etsy. So I think you're pretty amazing. Like, wow. I absolutely love it. So yes. So I want you to let's see what kind of blessings I think we're going to give you for just being so amazing person that you are. Let's see what blessings we can get for you. For blessings are coming the collective of group one's way, since they are so amazing and people love them so very much. Oh, you're going to be traveling. Well, you actually, I guess you like to travel a lot. There's this, oh my goodness, you got journey. So travel and journey. So there's a lot of traveling here, and you got this wish granted. Let's see what mystic blessings we can give you. Mystic blessings we can give. Collective group one. Happily ever afters. Yeah. And a spirit connection. Yeah, I do feel like you are very strongly connected to spirit and blooming abundance. Oh boy. Oh, look at that. I love it. Yes, you deserve it. Please claim this, all those blessings. Please do claim it, group one, because you deserve it. I really feel like you're not used to receiving all the rewards, and I feel like this is the time. This is the time to start receiving all these amazing rewards. So thank you so much for being here, my dear friends from group one. I hope you give me a come back and join me again, and check out some of the other readings I've been doing. There's some a lot of love, but there's other ones as well. So thank you so much. And if you do want a personal reading, right now they're on sale on Etsy. Yeah, so you can just get it there, or you can contact me directly. It's up to you, or in anything else. So thank you so much. I am sending you so much love and so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye bye, my dear friends. Hello, my friends from group 2. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find out why people love you. Okay, so we have this beautiful card. I do feel like you, it's sort of a little similar to message, but I feel like look at all this cold, and you bring in this light, you bring in this fire, this creativity, this transformation. So I do feel like that's what you do. Let's see what that and then you also have a strong connection to the moon. The moon is something that's coming through here twice. King of Wands. Okay. Okay. I do want to actually see what this one is here. Yeah, okay. And wow, that's actually, we get this, right? Okay. There's a lot of creative energy. I think you do help others create a lot. Yeah. People love your leadership qualities, like the ability for you to, I kind of lead by example is what I'm going to say to you. You have this, you are very fair. You look at things very fairly. I think they like that you actually take the time to, I feel like you are aware of the darkness. Maybe sometimes you also feel blocked. So I feel like you're very relatable. Right? I think people can relate to possibly especially if maybe you have moods where you're just feeling kind of blah, right? Or where your emotions are so intense. And so they can understand that, but at the same time that you're feeling all this, you're still able to kind of move forward. You're still capable of trying new things. I almost feel like you're okay with this darkness. It's not like you're okay when you're feeling like this trapped energy, because it's sort of I feel like you rise from the ashes. You kind of become this phoenix, and there is a sense of you transform adversity. You transform adversity into something creative. I think and people really love that because you inspire that in them as well. sometimes you don't know like what decision to make, and or like you're afraid of making decisions too. um, but I think you have this strong faith in with the Wheel of Fortune. You trust that things, I almost feel like you trust the universe to help you make those decisions. Like you have a very strong intuitive self, right? And but so you actually, maybe you ask for hunches or hints or signs that help guide you in on the journey. And so I think that's something that people really admire in you, because not everybody can actually trust. And I do think that you teach them to have boundaries, right? The Seven of Wands. So you teach others to have boundaries as well. It's funny because I feel like a lot of the reasons why people love like pile one too is sort of like there's a sense of people being inspired by you, like, and sort of like saying, okay, they saw that you went possibly, like, even if maybe you they didn't see it, but maybe you talk about the period of darkness, period of feeling constricted, period of unknowing, like there's an uncertainty to you, and you're okay with that uncertainty as you're trying to find out more of who you are. So it's sort of like, this isn't just ending like where you are like, okay, yeah, I've done this, I've accomplished all this, it's like you're actually going through it too. And so you share that with others, and it actually helps them transform. They really do love whatever it is that you create, or like, whatever it is. It could be art, it could be writing. They are drawn to it and inspired to it by it. They like that. Like I said, there's a sense of boundaries, but there's also a sense of like, hey, let's not be part of the mold, let's actually be ourselves. They like that you maybe that you're a bit thrifty, so maybe if you're frugal or thrifty, you know how to spend wisely. For some of you, there's also a sense, I think, of taking care of things that are of value to you, so you don't just frivolously do things, or and that's like with time, with love, with your energy, with money. You don't just frivolously waste it, you actually consciously think it through. I also feel like I like some people are just amazed at like the things that you create through this thriftiness, which is, I really like that. I really, 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 it's like you're this very artistic kind of, like, even if you don't think you're artistic, there's a sense of like bohemian, like boho, but I don't know, like a free spirit kind of energy to you, if that makes sense. And you're still trying to figure things out. You're one of those people that doesn't claim that they have it figured out, and people really like that about you, because it's like there's a lot of people who's like, yeah, I got it, I did, like, you're just like, I'm still processing, still learning. But you, even in that, you kind of lead, especially like maybe for some of you actually created your own you have your own business, or you're some sort of like a leader in some quality. But yeah, like they do like this a lot. Let's see what other things they like about you. Nourishment, childhood, trust, family. Okay, what else is there? We're gonna put this over here. And strategy. Oh. Okay, here we go. Okay, I actually love this, because I think one of the major things is that you do always keep it real. I think that's like, and that's why I'm saying you have the moon, like you are confused about your emotions sometimes, you're not really sure where to go, you're not sure about you go through indecisions and everything, but you keep it real. You're like, I'm just like learning about this, like I feel awakened with the one, you are awakening to yourself, like, but you're not done. This isn't like, oh, it's done and over. I do think that yeah, like ask and you shall receive, looking for a friend. Maybe you're naturally just, people like think that you're very friendly, because I feel like you don't judge them. Like, you know what I mean? You're just like, okay, yeah, I've been through it too. I understand what that's like. Words can either hurt or harm. You're conscious of how, like, you're conscious of like being in the darkness, and so you try to always be the light, but understanding that sometimes that's just, you know, like we go through our ups and downs. There's an ebb and flow to everything. Chill with the one you love. So I to me it's sort of like you're just really cool to hang out, very much like a free spirit. I can't, like, if that would be what I would say for you. Make a life with the one you love. Yeah. So I think it's almost like you are creating, like, yeah, it could be like a baby, that you could be like creating family, or maybe you bring people in and you make them feel like family. But I also feel like there's a sense of like a lot of creation in you. You create everything, especially from darkness, from adversity. You create something beautiful. That's amazing. Strategy, I think that's more of that King of Wands energy. Like, okay, so you're creating and everything, but you also actually have a practical side to you too. Like, okay, we're creating, but you actually, you know, like, okay, but we have to think about how we're, you know, like how we're going to pay the bills and everything. There's a sense of you not forgetting, and even that's why you're very thrifty with this four of Pentacles, because you understand it's sort of like, okay, there's a strategy. Like, we're not just going to spend time, love, effort, money, frivolously. You would do things with intention. I think that's what people really love about you too. And there's a sense of that. So creativity, nourishment. Uh, it's funny because I feel like just there's a sense, if you have like a YouTube, people just feel nourished just by your presence, or like in terms of like just hearing you like talk about things somehow just calms people down. I know it's kind of weird. There's a sense of childhood, and that's the Fool energy. So you kind of like, and that's that you go into everything with this optimism, with this sense of like, we're just gonna try this, right? You just kind of, I mean, like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You're just kind of sense of like, hey, we're just gonna give this a go, and you don't really. I don't feel like there's a hesitation. There might be a hesitation afterwards, but the initial beginning of something, you're just all in. And I think that's what it's like. People are just like, wow, she just goes all in. And there's also a sense of trust here. I feel like, yeah, people trust you because I think you're very authentic. And so I think people are just like, oh, I really, like, how do I say it? It's like you inspire them with your own life, with all that you do. And it's funny because like I said, I feel like this is the most you thing. It's like you always just keep it real. I like that a lot. Let's see what affirmations from, like, what else you are. Why people love you. I am strong. Yeah, you have a sense of strength. Here and now, I am focused on the present moments and do not let the past hold me. Yeah, you are very much present focused. I feel like a little future focused here as well with the strategy, but definitely the not in the past. Oh my goodness, yes, fun is my middle name. There is a sense of light, and I'm lovable. Yes, I think you are very lovable. Because I think you're just, how do I say it? Like, there's a sense of this free spirit in you, but at the same time that you're very much a free spirit, there's like a strength, like a strategy to you. There's like, you do have ambition. It's not like you're just like floating around. Like, there's a lot of things that you want to do. So, but you go about it in a fun way. You're not like a stick in the mud. Let's see what blessings are coming your way with your friends from the collective of group 2, because all of the amazing things that you do. What blessings are coming for the collective group 2, since for all the amazing things that they do. Surprises await. So very happy surprises are coming your way. You have success. Yes. And again, like, that's the strategy. So don't give up on all your things. I know maybe some pan out quicker than others, but there is success for you coming. There's great health coming for you as well. And I feel like that's also abundance. And this is the Wish Oracle, along with the with my whimsical oracle gold and black edition. And so this one's by V Love and Tarot, and you can find that at Etsy. It's gonna retire soon, so go get it before it's gone. And then Perseverance. Yeah, again, there's a sense of a strength that is pretty amazing. And you get your wish granted. Wish granted. Apparently wishes grantings are coming. Let's see what other mystic blessings we can give you. Earned recognition. Yes, you're finally being recognized for all the amazing things that you do. Yay! And a clarifying messages. So if you're having, especially we had that 2 of Swords, if you're having not sure what to do moments, I think you're going to have that sense of clarity and mystical transmutation. Again, you are transforming. I feel like you're awakening to something higher over and over. And it's like, and you know it's not over. You know that it's going to continue happening. So I hope you like this reading. Oh, it was a lot of fun to actually read your cards. So thank you for letting me do that. And if you did like it, please do consider, subscribing. Please do give it a thumbs up. And also, if you do want a personal reading, I do have those on Etsy. They are currently on sale, as well as my Oracle cards, which are also on sale as well, and some Reiki there too. So thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love and so much light. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends. Love, my friends from group 3. Oh, I'm so happy you are here. I really like this card. I really do. There's a sense of spring coming, so cherry blossoms. Maybe you're a bit of a hermit though, so you might just be kind of like a quiet person or like hermiting a lot. But I do feel like, you bring about beauty in the world. There's a sense of beauty here. Let's see what the tarot has for us. Yeah. Let's see. You have the 10 of Swords twice. Oof. And this is interesting to me. So to me, the 10 of Swords means you've been through it. You've been going through it, or you've gone through it, right? I do feel like even though you've gone through, I would say, pretty intense things, you still you move forward from that. There's a sense of, for me, I almost want to say, as much as people love you, there's a lot of also people who are very jealous of you. Because there's a sense of, I feel like some people just think that you're very lucky, and they don't actually see all the stuff that has happened in your life. They don't see the 5 of Cups energy. They don't see the Tower moments. Because I think you have this, how do I say, like an energy of peace, even though there could be a lot of turmoil. You don't actually share it with others. I feel you're more of somebody who keeps it to themselves and works it out by themselves, very much like a hermit. You go in through, like, whatever is going through, you just kind of like go deep within yourself and you solve it with yourself. And so there's a lot of, you have a lot of haters, but you have a lot of people who love you. That's like, and the haters, I think it has a lot to do with the jealousy. They're like, oh my goodness, like she's so pretty, or she's so talented. Like, I feel like you just stand out in a crowd somehow, for whatever reason. It could be just that you're just like really pretty. It could be that you're just very talented. There's also a quietness to you, and even if you're quiet, still, like, people are drawn to you in terms of, like, there you have this aura of mystery around you. And so there might be just like a lot of people who are just they're haters. I don't know why, but they're jealous. It's really about their own self, so don't take it, and you don't take it personally. That's the thing. Look, you actually turn away from it. You actually are like, I'm gonna live my life. I feel like you are just, and then you give people your love, like the 2 of Cups. I do find this, you could be also very balanced. I do think that you understand your shadow. I would say, like, your negative aspects, like whatever it is, this is like your bad habits, and also you understand your good qualities, but you don't actually, I don't think you don't stay in this energy, right? I don't feel like you stay in this Five of Cups. You do sometimes, and but then you move forward. It's almost like you're like, okay, you have tower moments. You have tower moments, and you also feel like you're a bit of a survivor, which I think is quite amazing. So you jump out of like situations, you land on your feet. So regardless of what happens, you always land on your feet, even even if things are like tough for you. You just land on your feet, and you have the sense of like there's a lot of strength within you. And the funny thing is that I don't think people who don't know you recognize it. You have a lot of inner strength, you have a lot of perseverance, you have a lot of like, okay, I'm not gonna like stay in this energy of like of my negative habits. You keep changing, you keep trying to be more and more, and you move away from like negativity. You move towards the things that you want. You have a lot of creativity as well with the Page of Cups, and you are actually like, I feel like naturally like soft-spoken, a soft spirit, but very strong. Or like, does that make sense? It just feels like that. Like, I don't think people fully appreciate the truth of you, and when they do, wow, they're like, wow, I'm just like, you just amaze them, because you mostly just keep it in within yourself. You just solve your own problems. You don't go out and tell people. You're not a victim at all. Like, that's something I think that makes you quite beautiful, because things happen to you, but you don't stay in victimhood. You actually move forward. You're like, okay, what lessons did I need to learn? Okay, let me move forward from it. You're still like, you don't feel like you're somebody who, you're not a know-it-all. I think you're still like, I'm learning about this. You're learning about yourself, but you're willing to give of yourself, and not just like advice or anything. You're willing to give love, and even if you were hurt in the past, you still open your heart to others. And I think, and I really do think that there is this beauty to you. I mean, just I'm like getting like this naturally like angelic kind of energy for you. So we have nurture, focus, tainted, winter. We're just gonna go organize, creativity. Yeah, there's a lot of creativity, harmony. Yep. And I do want to try to put this off. It's like, is there room? Yes, there is room. We just need to move a little bit. Sorry if I make it a little messy. I just want to squish everything in here so we can have all the amazing things. Okay. Yeah, and then look at this, the hibernate. Again, you go through like a lot of, hermit mode, hermit moments, because I think that for you, that's how you solve. You don't seek guidance. You know, the internal guidance is your system. I feel like you are naturally, you just give love. You're this person who, just gives love unto others, and you fight for the one you love. Yeah, you're not like, how do I say it? I think people might think that you're a pushover, but then they actually go against you in some way, and they see your strength, and you're not one of those people who's like will fight like dirty or anything. You just actually almost feel like you don't pay attention to those who are trying to hurt you or hurt others. You just kind of like neutralize them. Does that make sense? I feel like that. You bring a sense of harmony. Again, creativity. Yeah, you have a lot of creativity. This organization, I think you organize your thoughts. I think you organize your feelings. I think you try to understand, like, you're somebody who's actually trying to understand themselves. There's a lot of like growth that wants to come in. It's like you're trying to understand who you are, who you want to be. There's a sense, I think you are naturally nurturing. You do nurture others, but you are focused on the bigger picture. And I think that's what it is. That's why you don't actually like really listen to all the people who are like the haters, I would say. you just are focused on the bigger thing. You're like, I have a goal, I have a reason for being. I'm moving towards the things that I want. I'm not really focusing on all this other stuff. Especially for me, I feel like all the other drama that people want to include you in, you're just like, I'm not really into that right now. Very otherworldly, very mysterious. There's a sense of tainted. Yeah, see, you've been you actually have been through it. I feel like people don't understand that about you, but then when they see it, that you've been through something, you've actually, have gone through it, and you move forward anyways. You're like, oh, that's not going to stop me. Like, you do. I feel like you have a sense of purpose, of a bigger purpose than just like, I feel like you're very spiritual. You have a spiritual purpose, and that's what I feel like, that you're very, and that's why you're also naturally giving and loving. Interesting. Okay, so leave grudges behind. Yeah, you don't hold grudges. People hold grudges against you, but you don't hold grudges. I actually almost think that you just like, you just don't even focus on them. You don't focus on the haters. You're just like, whatever. You have celebrate, operate from a higher frequency. Yeah, you totally do. Apologize like you mean it, and you're able to apologize when you do something. It's almost like you're really getting to know yourself and wanting to let go of the ego, I would say. You, like I said, you have a higher purpose, and that's what you're kind of working from. You're not working on this, like on this level. You're up here and you're working on that level. And so people are always like, wow, I want to be like that, but they're not quite there. There's the winter, I feel like, again, you're very much an introspective, very introverted, maybe a lot, like to read a lot of books, but you like to solve things, by yourself. Like you want to see what caused this issue, this situation, or what caused this to happen, and what can I learn from it. So there's a lot of like, you have, whatever happens, you want to be learning. You want to understand the lessons that are being taught to you, because you think of everything regardless of what happens. The Tower moments, the 10 of Swords, or the 5 of Cups energy, you want to understand the lessons behind it all. It's not like you just want to stay in those places. You actually want to understand it. Like, what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to learn from this, the Devil card? What am I supposed to learn from these bad habits? And how can I change them to help me grow? That's the energy that you have. And that's why people are like, wow, they both have this thing of like, you'll have some people who are like, will not be nice, and then you'll have people who are like, wow, cheering you on because they see this. And the funny thing is that you don't even need to be cheered on. You're okay with yourself. It's almost like you're willing to give love. I feel like there's the thing here, I would say, for you is maybe learning to accept the love that's coming your way as well too. Because I feel like you are very much independent. Like, apparently everybody here is independent. Let's see what I can give you. This is the I Love You Affirmations by Gifted Soul 777. And this is Hot Fudge Love by V Love and Tarot, Teddy Bear Love by V Love and Tarot, and Eye Candy by V Love and Tarot. You can find her on Etsy. These are all retiring soon. If you like them, go get it. And this is the Blissfully Sweet Oracle by Moonmoth Goddess. Okay, so let's see what other things. I'm confident in my abilities and find strength in my uniqueness. Yes, 100%. Yeah, you are. And if you don't know something, you learn it. You don't just like go like, oh, I don't know it, so I can't do it. No, you actually go, I make time for my family, but I think you make time for those you care about and love. I really do think that is good vibes only. So my relationships are healthy and prosperous. Yeah. So those who, those who hurt you, let's say like stab you in the back a little bit, or aren't quite that nice to you, you just let them go. Like, you don't hold grudges though. You don't hold grudges. You just let them go. You're like, oh, it just doesn't, it's not working. Like, oh, I am open. Yes. And you are open. You're creative. Yes. Oh boy. Yes, you're like all these things. I'm like, oh, you're really amazing. Okay. Let's see what blessings I can give you. So, blessings can we give the collective of group 3? for all this amazingness that is self-empowerment. So I feel like, you are naturally already working on that. You're pretty like happiness, yeah. And this is the Wish Oracle by Beloved Tarot, and then you have peace as well. You have wisdom. Oh my goodness. Okay. There's healing, and yeah, you're digging deep, so you're finding more and more truth. You're actually going deep within yourself, and look at this positive outcome. And you actually, I feel like you do have that naturally. So, oh, look at that. I like this because you go from winter to summer to actually enjoying. So I feel like there's a lot of transformation going on with you. So that's exciting. Okay, let's see what other mystical blessings we can give you. So happy insight. Happily ever after. I really do like that. I was like, yay! You do deserve it, yeah? Perfect timing. Lasting peace. So I do feel like maybe you are trying to find that peace, and it is coming to you. So don't give up, my friends. And a magical adventure. I actually feel like you are always in a magical adventure. You have this spirit connection, curious synchronicities, yes. And cats might be a thing for you. So, and a blissful opportunity. Ooh, 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 yeah. All right. So thank you for letting me do this reading for you, my friends from the collective of Group 3. If you did like this, please do give it a thumbs up, and please do consider subscribing. Also, please claim the blessings. There's so many beautiful blessings. Just totally claim it. Thank you so much for just being here, for letting me read your cards. If you want a personal reading, they're on sale right now on Etsy, and also my oracles are on sale, and Reiki is also on sale, and it's like a month-long Reiki. So if you've been feeling like you need a little boost, go ahead and check those out as well. So thank you so much for being here. I am sending you so much love and so much light. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye, my dear friends.